the attempt on Donald Trump's life at his rally in Butler, Pennsylvania, one of the main debates and conversations that rose from this situation was whether or not women should be allowed to be Secret Service officers. Now, of course, everyone had their own varying opinion. Personally, I don't think a woman should be one of the Secret Service officers who are tasked with physically protecting Trump. Like, I don't think any 5'4" woman should be out there being used as a human shield for Donald Trump. I don't think they should be out there physically protecting him, because I don't think they can physically protect him, as good as a man. However, I don't mind women being involved in the Secret Service and other aspects, just not the physical on the ground. Hey, I'm basically Trump's bodyguard. Like, I don't think women should be doing that job. Now, of course, some of you all may disagree. A lot of you probably agree. But now, another situation has arose. It has arisen. And I think this just further proves that maybe we should be having this conversation. Because this latest news story that just dropped, it's absolutely ridiculous. It's literally mind-blowing considering what we just went through. All of the failures in security, all of the failures in security during Trump's rally, in which, he almost got taken out. No one was doing their job. Everyone dropped the ball. You would think that security and the Secret Service would be on top of things, right? You would think that they would be on top of their game, but they're still not. They're still getting caught slipping. They're still not doing their job. It's absolutely mind-boggling. And, a lot of us believe that this is that someone's going to try to do this again. And you would hope, it's going to be harder if someone tries this again. But apparently not. I want to bring you all this story that happened recently at another Donald Trump event, another situation involving Secret Service. Exclusive and breaking news. During a Donald Trump visit to North Carolina, a woman Secret Service special agent abandoned her post to breastfeed with no permission or warning to the event site agent, according to 3 sources in the Secret Service community. We got to pause right there. You see, this is where things become extreme. This is where it's like, okay, obviously whoever's running the show is absolutely insane. There's a conversation that can be had about women being security Secret Service agents, right? But this woman just had a baby. She's got her baby on the job, breastfeeding on the job, when she's supposed to be protecting Donald Trump. How does that make sense? How woke are we really willing to go? Is this really empowering? Is this the empowerment that feminists were looking for? A woman breastfeeding as her and her baby, are a body shield for Donald Trump? Imagine Donald Trump raising his fist, fight, 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 and you got a woman with a newborn hanging off her tit right there in front of him. But that's literally what's going on here, folks. Not only do we have women being Secret Service officers, now we got women who literally just had a baby who are breastfeeding on the job, bringing their baby on the job as they protect the president. That's just too far out there for me. But let's go forward. Shortly before Trump's motorcade arrival, 5 minutes beforehand, the site agent was getting ready for the arrival. The site agent is the person in charge of the entire event security. The site agent went to do one final sweep of the walking route and found the agent breastfeeding her child in a room that is supposed to be set aside for important Secret Service official work, a potential emergency related to the president. So they got this special room to the side, just in case someone tries something crazy and they have an emergency. They would bring Trump to this room, right? But inside of the room is a Secret Service agent hiding breastfeeding while she's supposed to be doing security, while she's supposed to be manning her post. Get it? Manning her post? So if we had a security incident and some crazy was able to bypass and get towards Trump or get near Trump, it would be because of someone like her breastfeeding in the back room when you're supposed to be watching this area. But let's go forward. A working agent on duty cannot bring a child to a protective assignment. The woman was out of the Atlanta field office. The woman agent was in the room with 2 other family members. So the woman brought her whole entire family here to protect Trump and to breastfeed. The agent and her family members bypassed the uniform division checkpoint and were escorted by an unpinned event staff into the room to breastfeed. When contacted about the incident, Secret Service spokesman Anthony Guglielmi said the incident did not have an impact on the event and it's under review. Yeah, it didn't have an impact on the event. Luckily. What about the impact that Thomas Matthew Crooks had on the event in Butler, Pennsylvania, when none of you all were doing your job? And here, once again, you're not doing your job. The only thing is we didn't have a Thomas Matthew Crooks, luckily, because he would have been able to get right in there, right to Trump, because Trump's Secret Service agents are breastfeeding in the back room with their entire family for some freaking reason. So, after what happened to Trump, I felt pretty strongly about women not necessarily, doing the physical part of being a Secret Service agent. And now here, it's like, I've seen enough. I've seen enough because, what? That's next level. That's next level type stuff. What is it going to be next? We're going to have pregnant women protecting Trump. We're going to have pregnant women, Secret Service agents, active duty, being human bodyguards, body shields for our presidents in the near future. How much you want to bet? We're going to see our world leaders being escorted around by a bunch of 5'3" pregnant women who are all freaking pissed. They're angry. They're uncomfortable. They're in these Secret Service suits. They're hot. They're hungry. They got cravings. Meanwhile, they're out here in Bosnia walking around with the president acting like they're intimidating. They're not. It's freaking ridiculous. President, something happens to him. Oh, sorry. Well, the Secret Service was breastfeeding. That's our excuse. Sorry. And you have to remember, folks, because a lot of people have forgotten, they just tried to take out Trump a couple of months ago. It hasn't been that long, folks. It hasn't been that long, and already we have failures like this one. So if you think that something can't happen in the future, like what already happened, then you're crazy. Because the Secret Service ain't doing their job. And I would like Trump to start acknowledging that. Because Trump hasn't been criticizing the Secret Service in the way that he should have been. And he's been really nice to them. And I've explained why, and I understand why. But at the same time, after their failures led to you almost losing your life not that long ago, you can't look at a story like this one and not be upset and not say something. So I think it's time. I think it's a time for criticism. And I think if anyone deserves to be criticized in America right now, it's the Secret Service. But you let me know what you think about this crazy nonsense down in the comments below. I'm almost at a loss for words, so I just really want to hear what you all have to say. While you're down there, hit the thumbs up, hit that subscribe, ring that notification bell. And if you find yourself getting too worked up by all of this, remember, it's just political cinema.